welcome James Jimmy O'Neill. Woo!
Left me hanging there. So good afternoon, everyone. Everybody hear me okay? No? How about now? Good? All right. So it's a pleasure to be here. I actually just got off a plane. I was in Israel for the last 4 days. I was at the Homeland Security and Cyber Conference, and it was a great experience. But I guess I have to throw a couple things out here. I come from a large family. I have the 7 of us all together, and of course I have my 87-year-old mother. And growing up for me was maybe a little bit different than the way many other men grew up. I grew up in a real strong household with real strong women, and my mom, to this day, is a guiding light for me, as is my second oldest sister, Sheila. She just left Standard & Poor's. So through my mom's strength, everybody, all 7 of us, are in pretty good positions. She's always stressed, work hard, education, do your best, and the big thing that she's told me is it's not all about you. You have to, if you're gonna, as you go through life, it's about everybody else in your life, to making sure that that you're fair, you're respectful, and you do your best to help other people move forward. And I'd like to think that that's how I'm moving forward in the NYPD. I've been a cop now for almost 36 years, and the New York City Police Department is not the organization I grew up in. I grew up in the Transit Police, which was a smaller police department. Came on in 1983, and we all merged in 1995, the Housing Police, the Transit Police, and the NYPD. And being in a smaller agency, I think it was a group that was a little bit tighter, a little bit more respectful for each other. Maybe it was the environment that we worked in. And coming over to the NYPD, which is a tremendous organization, I saw a difference in the way people were treated, especially civilian employees, which most of them happened to be women. I made it one of my goals when I got this job to make sure that the NYPD is as fair as possible. We have tremendous responsibility. When you look at 8.6 million people, over 300 square miles, this city has been transformed over the last 25, 30 years. In 1990, there were 2,200 homicides in New York City. Last year, there were 290. In 1990, there were 5,000 shootings in this city. Last year, there were 790. And in 1990, there were over 600,000 major index crimes. This year, we're on pace to go under 96,000. But if we're going to get even better than that, we have to make sure that we are a police department that's inclusive of everyone. Right now, we're at about 18.9% women in the police department. We can do better. With our civilian employees, we're about 35% women in the New York City Police Department. I make it, we have key positions in the New York City Police Department. If you're going to grow, you have to be part of these positions. And one of those is being a precinct commander. There are 77 precincts in New York City, covering all 310 square miles. And I make it a point each and every time one of those precincts become open that women are considered. So we're in a place now where we have more precinct commanders in New York City than we've ever had before. There are a couple other key spots. Borough commanders. New York City is made up of 5 boroughs, but there are 8 patrol boroughs because the city's so big. And when 2 of our 8 patrol boroughs are women right now. We have Kathy O'Reilly. She's responsible for Manhattan North. That's from 59th Street forward, uptown. And then Juanita Holmes covers, if you look across the river, where you see that Pepsi-Cola sign, that's Juanita Holmes' territory. And these jobs, precinct commander, division commander, borough commander, they get you to a point where you can become a 2-star, 3-star chief. Right now we have 2 3-star chiefs. We have Deputy, Lori Pollack is the Chief of Crime Strategies. She runs our crime strategy meeting with our Chief of Department every Thursday morning, which is the way if you had to ask me what is the one way where we are truly moving forward, it's through our crime strategy meetings. And we also have Nilda Hoffman, who is chief of our community affairs. And these are all important organizations. When I had the opportunity to come up here, I think I was speaking somewhere else, and Wendy came up and asked me if I'd like to speak here. I didn't hesitate. Of course I wanted to speak here. I'd just like to recognize the amazing job the Women's Entrepreneurship Day organization is doing. I'd like to thank Wendy for inviting me here today. I think the official day is on Monday the 19th, and we'll recognize it as such in the New York City Police Department. And I thank you for having us as a part of this important movement to honor and support women. So thank you. Things are changing. And if we're going to continue to make the city safer, we have to make sure that the police department is representative of the city. So we continue with our recruitment efforts. We definitely continue with our promotional efforts within the police department. And we continue to recognize the fact that the women are an integral part of us being a success. So thank you for having me here this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all your work and dedication, and thank you so much for keeping New York City safe.
Thank you.